What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, once again, DylanDaVillain, coming back at you with some Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. It is Monday, week 1 of February. You know what that means. It is time for some Monday Night Raw. Before we start the show, I just want to say a few things. I apologize that this episode did not come out on Tuesday as originally planned. I am trying to upload as consistent as possible. I started a new job. And as everybody knows, starting a new job, you got to get used to the job. And I just have to get my body used to the work that I'm doing. Working 5 days a week and 10 hours a day, which for some people can be kind of hard. I've been out of work for a while because of COVID, so I'm trying to jump back into the swing of things and get my body used to working all day. If the videos seem delayed or some Tuesdays and Thursdays I don't have TEW episodes come up, I apologize in advance. I am trying to get them as recorded and put out as fast as possible. If my job will let me do that. Once again, I just want to apologize if the videos are not coming out weekly as promised. When they come out, they will come out. And just please be patient with me. That's all I really ask. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who came from the Graveyard Shift show and who is watching and subscribed to the channel. Thank y'all. I enjoyed my interview on the Graveyard Shift show, and I hope y'all join me from there. From the subscribers who are longtime subscribers of the channel, thank y'all for once again tuning into some Total Extreme Wrestling and checking me out once again. As usual, this is your boy DylanDaVillain. This is Total Extreme Wrestling, and we're going to jump into it. Like always, we are going to open up tonight's show with a rundown of the card. I want to welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw. On Shotgun Saturday Night, the previous episode, we have learned that Stone Cold Steve Austin has been released from the hospital from the attack from Bret Hart at the Royal Rumble. As we all know, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart have been in a heated rivalry for months now. And I'm sure Stone Cold is wanting to get his hands on Bret Hart. He has said on Shotgun Saturday Night, he's told management, he's told Linda McMahon that he will be here tonight and he will be looking for revenge against Bret the Hitman Hart. Last Monday, we also seen the unlikely pairing of Owen Hart and Doolove. Davey Boy Smith had some personal problems that he had to tend to, so he had to forfeit his half of the tag team titles. Owen had to find a partner, and Doolove just so happened to answer the call. What is going to happen with this unlikely pair? Are they going to work as a tag team or not? Also on Shotgun Saturday Night, we know that Goldust has gave Triple H an ultimatum. He either gives him a rematch for the Intercontinental title, or Triple H will have a big problem on his hands. From Goldust's words, Triple H has to respond tonight to the match or not. Whether he's going to accept the match or not. We are going to find out later tonight if he accepts the match or not. As we move on to the action, the lights go out. And it is the group that are calling themselves the Clique. They come out to the ring and the fans are booing them. The fans just hate that their beloved babyface Shawn Michaels is teaming up with somebody who would pedigree a woman, Triple H. For those of y'all who watch the Royal Rumble, somebody who would attack a woman like Triple H, the fans are booing him, and they're just telling the fans, they're pointing right to their crotch, and there's like, right here, buddy. right here. This is what you can do. You can suck on this. The mystery woman Chyna, who helped Triple H win back the Intercontinental title from Goldust, is carrying Triple H's and HBK's titles on her shoulders. Shawn Michaels then takes the microphone and he says, at the Royal Rumble, I won back what was rightfully mine, and I played all you stupid idiot fans like a fiddle. You cheered me, and then when the moment was right, I stabbed the knife right into your stupid little hearts. Like I said last week, this is only the beginning. You see, me and my friend Trips here, we've been putting together a plan for years. Me and some other friends who just so happen to leave this company to make better money. Have been putting together a plan for years. And we're going to rule this company with an iron fist. And no one is going to stop us. Not management, not the board of directors, and not the World Wrestling Federation owner, Linda McMahon. And at that time, as soon as he says Linda McMahon's music hits. And she comes out to the ring. She comes out to the ramp. And with her is Psycho Sid, the guy that Shawn Michaels beat for the title at the Royal Rumble. And Linda has a mic in her hand and she says, funny you mentioned that, Shawn, because I was just on my way out here. I think you know this man. She points to Sid. His name's Sid Vicious. Psycho Sid, Sid Vicious. And he just so happened to point out something in his contract that says that he hits a rematch. And I think he's going to invoke his rematch clause for the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship next week on Monday Night Raw. The fans in the arena go freaking crazy. Next week on Monday Night Raw, the main event, we are having Shawn Michaels versus Psycho Sid for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Linda then, after the fans die down, Linda looks at Shawn and goes, so enjoy the night off, Shawn, because you're going to need it. And at this time, Sid grabs the mic from her, and he points his big hunking fucking hands at Shawn Michaels. And he looks Shawn Michaels face to face, right in the eyes, as best as he can, and he goes, Shawn, I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming for you hard. And next week, you better be ready, because once I get my hands on you, I'm just going to break you. That segment got an 83. That's awesome. The Break It Down storyline advanced, gained some heat. Excuse me 1 minute. Sorry, I had a cough. Shawn Michaels was a real star in this segment. Announcing color commentary gave it a boost, and Shawn Michaels benefited from having a hot new catchphrase. So it looks like I'm going to have to come up with a catchphrase for Shawn Michaels. We are going to go to the first match of the night, which is Big Boss Man versus Savio Vega. And about that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. The Big Boss Man defeated Savio Vega in 8:42 by pinfall with the Bubba Slam. Boss Man with a 57, Savio Vega with a 48. Boss Man, this is Boss Man's first match on this save. He gets the bully gimmick, and it's great. They don't click, which that's okay. They still got a better score than their ratings, their in-ring performances. But announcing color commentary gave it a boost. That's probably why it scored a little bit better. But it is the first match of the Boss Man in this save. So hopefully the Big Boss Man can keep the momentum going. We're going to go on to the next segment. And after the match, I know, y'all, he got poor rating. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm sure his gimmick will get better as time goes. But I'm sure y'all are surprised to see this man. And you see Vince McMahon in the ring. And he has a mic in his hands and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, I have a huge announcement tonight. That coming soon, we will be having a light heavyweight division. And I am proud to announce one of the men competing in the tournament for the light heavyweight title is none other than Mexican luchador star Rey Mysterio Jr. The fans go crazy. And Vince goes, this is only one of 8 men. The Vince McMahon voice is hurting my throat. I apologize. This is only one of 8 men in the tournament for the World Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight title. The final 2 will meet at WrestleMania to decide the first ever World Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight Champion. This on Saturday night, I will be introducing another man who will be a part of the 8-man tournament. So Vince McMahon announcing that coming soon, we will have a light heavyweight division, and the light heavyweight champion will be determined at WrestleMania. The final 2 men of the 8-man tournament will go on to WrestleMania, and the winner will become the World Wrestling Federation light heavyweight champion of the world. And we're going to move on to the next segment. After this, we cut backstage. And we see Jim Cornette. And he's walking around the parking lot with Vader. And all of a sudden, Dwayne Gill pulls up in his AMC Pacer. And Jim Cornette goes, there he is. There's that son of a bitch. Come on, Vader. Come on. Now, they've run over to the car, and Dwayne Gill and Al Snow is sitting in the car, and they're looking at each other like, oh no, what's going on? And Jim Cornette goes, flip that hunk of shit. Go ahead, Vader, flip that hunk of shit. And Vader then picks up the car, and with ease, it's the AMC Pacer. It's not that much. It doesn't weigh that much. Vader just picks it up and just flips the car over onto the roof. While Dwayne Gill and Al Snow are in the car, and while he's grabbing the car and flipping it over, Dwayne Gill and Al Snow are holding each other, and they're screaming like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo when they see a ghost, and they're just like, oh, And Vader flips the car, and after he flips the car, Dwayne Gill and Al Snow comes crawling out of the car. And Jim Cornette's laughing. He's like, that would teach you to run in my car, you son of a bitch. You dumbass. And Vader looks at him, and Al Snow and Dwayne Gill, Dwayne Gill he's freaking out, his car's flipped, and Al Snow's just standing there. And Vader pushes Dwayne Gill, and he goes, what are you going to do about it, punk? And Dwayne Gill goes to say something, but Al Snow then jumps in front of him and goes, I'm going to kick your ass in the ring tonight, buddy. And Jim Cornette laughs. He's like, oh shit, that's a funny, oh boy, you think you're slicker than cum on a gold tooth, don't you? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll give you that match, but last week you screwed Vader when all your little buddies came out there and got involved. So I'll tell you what, we'll give you the match, but if any one of your little cronies come out there, you'll be automatically disqualified, Al Snow. So what do you say? Al Snow goes, I can beat them by myself. I don't need no help from the job squad. I got this. I can do it all by myself. And Jim Cornette goes, good. We then go to commercial break as we get a word from our sponsors. This week's sponsors is Mountain Dew. Do, or whatever their new slogan is. I don't know what their new slogan is. Drink Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's fucking awesome. Hell yeah. That should be their fucking catchphrase. Just took a big old sip of Mountain Dew. And we go on to the match afterwards from our sponsors. And as anybody predicted, Vader kills Al Snow. Vader defeats Al Snow by pinfall with the powerbomb. Semi got a 66. I wish it could have did better. Hey, they have great chemistry, and it showed in their performance. So this may not be the last time we see Vader versus Al Snow. Vader got an 84. Al Snow with a 47. It advanced the Zero to Hero storyline. Nelson gave the match a boost, which is awesome. Yeah, after the match, the rest of the job squad, grab Al Snow and pull him out of the ring. And Jim Cornette's in the ring. It's like, that'll teach you to hit my car, you fucking asshole. My guy Vader right here is tougher than a $2 steak. Oh, God. He's just living it up. But who knows, man? Who knows where this story's going? As we all know, Dwayne Gill is the winner of the Royal Rumble. And he's going on to WrestleMania to fight for the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight title. That's a guaranteed. Unless something bizarre happens, that is a guaranteed that he is going, as the winner of the Royal Rumble, to win the World Wrestling Federation Championship at WrestleMania. But we are going to move on to the next segment, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your freaking seats, because it is about to get crazy. For those of y'all who watch Shotgun Saturday Night, I want to thank y'all for taking the time to watch the videos in the middle of my video. Thank y'all for watching that. But for those of y'all not, y'all are going to be wondering what the hell am I doing with this storyline and where I'm going with it. For those of y'all watch Shotgun Saturday Night, y'all were introduced to a private eye named Shane Helms. And we cut backstage and we see Private Eye Shane Helms. And he has his magnifying glass out, and he's looking at the ground once again, and he zooms up. He then moves up, and on the door it says ladies' locker room, and he looks back and forth, and he walks in. He just opens the door, and he's looking for clues. He's trying to find clues about Percy Pringle's disappearance. At the Royal Rumble, The Undertaker and his zombie brother Kane stole Percy Pringle, and nobody knows what happened to him. So Shane Helms decided among himself that he's going to find Percy Pringle. When he opens the door to the women's locker room, the women are half dressed and they're screaming as he just barges in there, and they're all screaming and telling him to get out. And he says, "It's okay, ladies. Shane Helms, Private Eye. Sorry for the intrusion, ladies. I'm here looking for clues." He then takes his magnifying glass and he sees Sunny in her bra and panties. And he takes the magnifying glass and he's running up her legs and goes to her behind and then her boobs and then her face, and it's zoomed in on her face, and she's pissed off and she slaps him in the face. And Sable is like, "Clues, huh? You just so happen to be looking for clues in the women's locker room? Yeah, right. I think you just came in here to check us out." Shane Holmes, he's like, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. I know I've caught y'all in the weird and very inappropriate conditions here, but I just want to know if y'all know anything about the disappearance of Percy Pringle. And the whole time, he's moving the magnifying glass up and down Sable's body while Sable is standing there with her arms crossed, looking like she's about to slap him too. And they all go, "No, now get out." And he gets a quick look, like he's magnifying glass and looking at all of them as best as he can, trying to get a good look at all the female talent on the roster. And Sable then kicks him in the nuts and pushes him out of the locker room and slams the door. And as he falls to the floor and they shut the door, he yells while holding his balls. He's like, "But y'all didn't even get my number if y'all find anything." And that's the segment. Segment got a 99. We've rated it on sex appeal, obviously. Shane Helms is not that great yet on the mic. He's getting there. Stick with me with this storyline. Stick with me. Y'all may think it's stupid. I'm not going to say any names, but their initials is Biocorps. Stick with me on this. Just stick with me. You will see. You'll see where I'm going with the Shane Helms Private Eye storyline. The segment got a 69. Nice. I probably already said it got a 69, but I just noticed that it is 69. Yeah, I couldn't have planned that any better. That's awesome. Nice. All right, next segment. I've wasted enough time here. All right. We then cut backstage into another locker room, and we see Dude Love and Owen Hart. And Owen is looking at Dude Love, who's looking at himself in the mirror, and he's dancing in front of the mirror, and and Owen slaps him on the back, and while making eye contact with the mirror, he goes, "Will you please just get serious? Whether you like it or not, we're tag team partners, and we're the tag team champions. And this is not a game, dude. I need you to be serious." And Dude Love says, "Oh, baby, baby, baby. Owen, relax. Dude Love got you, baby. I'm a wrestling superstar, in case you haven't heard. Heck, all the guys want to be me, and all the girls want to beat me." And Owen then looks confused for a minute, and he goes, "Wait, shouldn't that be the other way around?" And Dude Love looks right at the camera, and he smiles and goes, "Nope, I had it right the first time, Daddy-O." And Owen goes, "Well, never mind that. I don't care who wants to beat you or who wants to meet you or be you or whatever the hell you just said. Look, I need you to get serious. This Saturday, we have a tag team match against the Can-Am Express. And look, dude, there are no pushovers. So I need you to get serious, and I need you to start training with me." And Dude Love looks at him and goes, "I am training, Daddy-O. I'm training on my moves for the ladies when we win." And Owen goes, I can't. I cannot deal with you. Whatever." And Owen gets mad and he walks out of the locker room. Segment got an 82, guys. That's real good. Dude Love worked the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise to his advantage. Clear, Owen also liked going off script. Owen looked good. Dude Love was the real star in this segment. Unlike his tag team, advanced though, which is great. That's an 82. That's a real good rating right there. But we have us a tag team match up next, ladies and gentlemen. It is the new Blackjacks versus a brand new tag team that formed on Shotgun Saturday Night. If y'all haven't seen Shotgun Saturday Night, pause this video. Quit watching this video. Go watch it. I'll wait for you. Okay, you watched the video. All right, great. The Outlaws. They're calling themselves the Outlaws, what is the tag team of Billy Gunn and Road Dogg Jesse James. Linda McMahon basically told them, either y'all tag together or y'all can get the F out. You can get the F out of my building and my company, and y'all can go work for Wheelchair Extremely Crappy Wrestling or Wheelchair Championship Wrestling. It's your call, But you're not gonna be working here. So either y'all team up, or you can get the fuck out of my company. So we go to the next segment. New Blackjacks versus the Outlaws in a terrible bout that had terrible wrestling and no crowd heat. The Outlaws defeat the new Blackjacks when Billy Gunn pinned Blackjack Wyndham with a gunslinger. Blackjack Wyndham carried the match. Of course he did. He got a freaking 65. That's great. Blackjack Bradshaw, 42. Road Dogg, 47. Billy Gunn, 50. They have excellent chemistry teaming together. The Outlaws, Billy Gunn, and Road Dogg. And the announcing gave it a boost, which is a 58, which is not good, which is not bad. I expected a rating like this. But this match is not important. What's happening next is important. Now, BioCorps, you messaged me personally, and you asked me, what am I doing? Here we go. Hold on to your freaking seat, buddy. Because some shit is about to go down. Some crap. I'm sorry. I'm cussing up a storm. Who gives a crap? Some poo-poo, some cocky is about to go down. Not the bad cocky that stinks. I'm talking about the one that was just like, oh man, that was the shit, that was awesome. This Biocorpse is, just watch, man. Just watch Biocorpse. Just watch, okay? Just watch. The next segment. After the match, the lights go out. And lightning hits the ring. And then when lightning strikes the ring, the lights come back. And the Undertaker is with Kane in the middle of the ring. And it seems like they have Paul Bearer, but he's all weird looking, like his eyes are white. They're not supposed to have pupils. They're supposed to be pure white, just like Kane's. And the Undertaker stands over, and Blackjack Bradshaw is in the middle of the ring, laying down, and he's backing up, like trying to scoot himself out of the ring. And the Undertaker goes over and grabs him by the throat and picks him straight up in the air. And he says, "Your soul belongs to me." And the Undertaker opens his mouth, and you see that, like, y'all ever watch Mortal Kombat? You know, the live-action Mortal Kombat when, like, Shang Tsung takes somebody's soul? You know, that's what the Undertaker's doing, you know? And he's taking Blackjack Bradshaw's soul right out of him. But instead of Undertaker sucking it up and swallowing it, it's going inside the urn that Paul Bearer is holding. And then after that, after about 2 minutes, Blackjack Bradshaw goes limp, and Undertaker's still holding him by the throat. And then he hands him to Kane, and Kane throws him over his shoulder. And then they all stand, which seems to be like a circle. And then lightning strikes the circle in the middle of the ring again. And everything's back to normal. The segment got an 85. That's fucking outstanding. Undertaker was fantastic. But Paul Bearer sucked. But he enjoyed being the go, oh yeah, during the whole thing. The announcing gave it a boost. And Kane, oh, the fans love Kane, especially Biocorpse. He definitely loves Kane. And he was asking me, what am I going to do with Kane? When am I going to see Kane? And here you go. There's Kane for you, buddy. But you were probably wanting a match with Kane. Well, you're going to have to wait a little bit more. See, I'm throwing the line out, and I'm reeling it back in, just so you can get a little piece of the cheese. I can't give you the whole cheese, Biocorpse. I got to give you a little piece of the cheese. I got to tell my story to have you hooked. So next Tuesday or Thursday, you'll tune in to Shotgun Saturday Night and find out what happens. Or Monday Night Raw to find out what happens in the story. You got to keep watching to find out, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't skip a couple episodes and just be like, oh, this is what happens. I mean, you could do that, but what's fun of that? You got to know the build-up. You got to know the build-up, ladies and gentlemen. You got to know the build-up. So they kidnapped Blackjack Bradshaw now. I wonder what's going to happen with this. What's going on? What is the Undertaker planning? It seems like he's just kidnapping random people and taking their damn souls like if he's Satan himself or something like that. Who's going to stop the Undertaker? What's Shane Helms going to do? Shane Helms was looking for clues about the disappearance of the Undertaker, Kane, and Percy Pringle, also known as Paul Bearer. What is Shane Helms going to do? Oh, my goodness. We're going to go to a quick commercial break for our sponsors. Our sponsors right now is the Graveyard Shift Show. Hey, Graveyard Shift Show. Every Saturday night, 8 o'clock. Boom, on Facebook. Tune in. Watch them. Graveyard Shift Show. At Graveyard Shift Show on Facebook. They hype local bands. They talk about music. Talk about what's going on in the music world. If you like music, check them out. They're awesome. Talk about music, hype music. They have a new segment called Metal Gods to where they are promoting local bands in their area and trying to get those local bands to the next level and help them get a record deal or something of that level. Metal Gods, the winners will be the Graveyard Shift Show, Metal Gods. Last Sunday we had Green Gasoline which if y'all haven't heard Green Gasoline, go look them up on the YouTube. Y'all are already on YouTube watching. After this video, go look up some Green Gasoline. Give them a listen. Fucking badass. So, we are done with our sponsor. We are done with our commercial break. So, we are going to go on to the next match. And it is Farouk versus Marc Mero. And Farouk just beats the holy hell out of this white boy right here. And just beats him like a government freaking mule in less than 8 minutes. He just, boom, denominator. It's over. Stable looked good, though. Stable looked good. She always looks good. But, Farouk with a 73. Marc Mero with an 85. Segment got a 62. Could have did better. I know you right there, Mr. Marc Mero. I know you can get a better rating than a freaking 58. And I know you can get a better rating than a 73. I mean, come on. What's going on here? I try really hard not to click on this button right here and find out what's going on. See, I clicked off of it real fast because I don't like knowing the dirt sheet. I don't like knowing it. I have it on, but I don't like using it unless I'm just like, why did this segment got a 20 when both of these guys got a 90? Something like that. But after the match, Farouk's in the middle of the ring. He's celebrating. I've been rambling on a lot during this episode. Screw it. Who cares? But Farouk's in the middle of the ring. He picks up an easy win. But after the match, we see Rocky Maivia, this guy right here. He runs out with a steel chair from the crowd, and he whacks the holy living fucking dog shit out of Farouk and Karma and Ahmed Johnson, all the members of the nation. And he just starts beating the holy fucking hell out of all of them with a steel chair. And, he picks up a mic and he tells the nation that this shit's far from over. Y'all may have jumped my ass on Shotgun Saturday Night, but it's my turn to jump y'all. It's my turn to jump y'all. And if you really, Farouk, if you're a real freaking man, at the pay-per-view, right? At the next In Your House pay-per-view, if you're a real man, you wouldn't have these two little jabronis coming to your ring with you, helping you pick up wins. Nah, man, you'll fight me one-on-one in a steel cage. Oh, man. Can y'all imagine Farouk versus Rocky Maivia in a steel cage to settle this difference? This all started because Rocky threw out all three members of the nation in the Royal Rumble. And Farouk kind of took offense to that another black man would throw out three other black men to stop a black man winning the World Wrestling Federation Championship title opportunity at WrestleMania. So Farouk kind of took offense to that, and he pretty much had it out for Rocky Maivia. But Rocky issued a challenge. Steel cage. Next In Your House pay-per-view. The next In Your House pay-per-view does not have a name yet. I am trying to work something with our sponsors, the Graveyard Shift Show, and I'm trying to see if we can name our next pay-per-view something. I'm not going to say the name of the pay-per-view, but because I don't have rights to that name, so I'm not going to say it. But I'm going to talk with them and see if it's okay if I can name the pay-per-view that and have music playing. Their music that they own, hyping up the show. That would be great if I can do that. But we are going to move on to the next segment. And it is Goldust. And as we all know at the start of the show, Goldust on Shotgun Saturday Night made a challenge for Triple H. He said, either you accept my match for the Intercontinental title, you give me a rematch, or you're going to have some big problems on your hand. So Goldust comes out and goes, Hunter, Triple H, whatever you want to call yourself, are you going to accept my match or not? Triple H comes out and goes, look, I beat you once already. I beat you. I beat you before the pay-per-view. I beat you at the pay-per-view. Hell, if you really want me to that bad, I'll beat you again here tonight. But you had your shot. You had your opportunity. So you're back in the line. Goldust goes, that's not the answer that I wanted, Hunter. That's not the answer that I wanted. Triple H goes, but hold on, Goldust. Since you like making ultimatums, I'll give you an ultimatum. You go one-on-one with somebody who is brand spanking new, newly signed to this company, making their return to this company, I should say. Somebody who is more famous than your Rocky Maivas or your Bret Harts or your Undertakers. This man main evented shows. This man won championships. You go one-on-one with him tonight and win, then I'll have no choice but to give you a rematch for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Goldust then goes, it's not the answer I was looking for, but I will accept your match, and I will defeat whoever this big main event person should be. And I will defeat them. Triple H goes, good, because that match is next. This segment got a 85. Man, that's real great. It's real great. It's good stuff. Triple H can talk on the mic. This is the first time I let Triple H just, here you go, talk on the mic. And boom, 85. That's awesome. I think he might be a better talker than Shawn Michaels. I don't know yet. I will check on that. But I'm pretty sure he is. So, boom. Let's go to the next segment. Who is he facing? This is going to be the re-debut of whoever this is. Now, we do know that they're calling themselves the Clique. You know, I mean, it could be, you know, Shawn Michaels last week talked about this Razor Ramon and Diesel and him and Triple H all hugging at Madison Square Garden in the ring, and how them 4, 5 men, there's another person, we're going to take over the wrestling world. So I wonder who it could be. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it is Sean Walkman. In a match, Kid defeated Goldust when Marlena, what? During the match, we also had Marlena run in and attack Goldust. Marlena turned on Goldust once again? Once again? You got screwed by your manager? Kid with a 67, Goldust with a 73. That's not bad. Kid debuted his egomaniac gimmick. Got it great. Marlena did great and all that stuff. What the hell? The segment got a 63, which is terrible for a main event. If this is the main event, but it is. It's the main event. I'm just going to spoil it. This is the main event. This is the last match of the night. This match got a 63, which is not great. I mean, especially coming off of an 85. That's going to suck on the rating board. But Sean Walkman makes his re-debut in the World Wrestling Federation. And is he a part of the Clique? I'm pretty sure he is. We're about to find out. And after the match, Marlena just gives Sean Walkman a big old kiss. And Sean Walkman then tells Goldust to suck his big, fat, long, thick cock. And Marlena and him make out. And Chyna and Triple H come down to the ring with Shawn Michaels. And they stand over Goldust tall. And they laugh at him. They're just like, ha 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 ha. Your woman turned on you again. You're a fucking fool, dude. What an idiot. That ends the segment. So Marlena now is teaming up with I guess he's calling himself the Kid. Wow. Sean Walkman is back in the World Wrestling Federation. That's freaking crazy. Here we go. Next segment. The next segment. which we are finishing off the show, Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out to the ring. He comes down to the ring. He has him. He's, you know, glass shatters. You know, he comes out to the ring. Step got a 95. I seen 95 and I was just like, oh my God, 95. Oh man, I'm starting to know who to book together. Okay, so he comes out to the ring. I already have all this written down, so I'm just reading it off my paper. He comes out to the ring. He's madder than shit, right? He wants answers. He wants answers from Bret Hart right freaking now. Why Bret Hart attacked him. We already heard last week why Bret Hart attacked him. Stone Cold doesn't give a fuck about no fucking answers right now. Stone Cold grabs the mic and goes, Bret Hart, I don't give a damn about no damn answers, boy. I want your ass right here, right now. Bret Hart's music hits. Bret Hart comes out and he goes, so you think I'm just going to come down to the ring, Austin, and come down there and slug it out with you like some barbarian, like some beer-drinking redneck savage that you are, and like these stupid fans at home, and like the people watching right now on Sky Wutai's channel? You think I'm one of those stupid idiots like that who just enjoys violence? No, I'm a man of class. I'm a man of skill. I'm a man of execution. And I'm not going to belittle myself and come down to that ring and engage in physical combat with you. And the fans boo. Stone Cold then looks around and goes, well, if you ain't going to come down to this ring, I guess I'm going to have to bring that can of whoop ass straight to you, son. And Stone Cold then gets out of the ring and he runs up the ramp. And Bret Hart's like, oh my God, this man's crazy. And then they start slugging it out on the ramp and they're going back and forth. And they're swinging at each other. And Bret Hart hits Stone Cold Steve Austin. Steve Austin hits Bret Hart. They're going back and forth. Security comes out from the back. They're trying to separate these two men. Stone Cold Steve Austin then breaks away. He starts beating the shit out of Bret Hart once again. He's beating the brakes off his ass. And then all of a sudden security breaks him back off again. Cops come out. They handcuff Stone Cold Steve Austin. They handcuff Bret the Hitman Hart. They are freaking slugging it out. And we see the WWF logo. And we go off the air, ladies and gentlemen. And that is Monday Night Raw. We end that segment with a 95. Fuck yeah, it gained some fucking heat. A 95. Stone Cold Steve Austin looked great. Bret Hart was the real star because he didn't get put in handcuffs. I forgot to say that. He didn't. Stone Cold got arrested. Stone Cold did a masterful job. Bret Hart did too. Stone Cold got a new catchphrase. He's going to open up a can of whoop ass on somebody. And Bret Hart, Stone Cold, the fans loves the old Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, who doesn't love Stone Cold Steve Austin drinking beer and whooping ass? I mean, come on now. Everybody loves drinking beer and whooping some ass. Segment got a 95. I'm still pumped up for that. I'm glad y'all tuned into the show. Before we get the final rating, we'll screw it. We'll get the final rating. Oh, show losses. Man, a 78. Boy, I am about to chunk my freaking... Boy, that makes me mad. That rating right there is like somebody just walking up and like just rubbing the middle finger in my face. They're just like, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to have to take what I can get right now. So, 73, that was kind of a bummer. 78, I knew that sucked. I'm all sad now. I was all pumped up, but now I'm sad. But anyway, I want to give a few shout outs. I want to thank John. Hey man, thank you for making the awesome thumbnails for the videos. I couldn't do this without you, man. Thank you so much for your awesome Photoshop skills, for making all the awesome thumbnails for the TEW videos. I appreciate it. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I want to give a huge shout out to the Graveyard Shift Show for being today's sponsors. thank you guys for having me on y'all's show. The show is every Saturday at 8 o'clock on Facebook. You can find the show at Graveyard Shift Show on Facebook. They talk about local music in general, and what's going on in the world. It's pretty much a music talk show. Join us, man. I watch the show every week. Huge fan of the show. Join us, have some fun. It's awesome. Also want to thank the other day's sponsor, Mountain Dew. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to the channel, who joined us from the Graveyard Shift Show. I want to thank all of y'all for putting the extra effort and subscribing and following the channel and watching me do this. I enjoy doing it. I try to get it out as soon as I can. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for liking the videos. Thank y'all for commenting down below. I want to give some shout outs to some super fans right now. I want to give a super fan shout out to BioCorpse. I already said your name probably 100 times in the videos. Thank you for watching the videos. Man, you really, if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be doing the TEW. It was years ago, and you told me about the game, and we gave it a shot at your house, up on the hill, and we played it, and we fell in love with it. And if it wasn't for you, I probably would have never picked up this game and played it. Thank you, man. Thank you for checking out the channel and watching all the videos that me and Scott upload. Huge shout out to everybody who watches the videos and likes the videos. I probably already said that 1,000 times. Shut up and end the video. But anyway, this is your boy, DylanDaVillain, once again with some Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. I will see y'all on the next one. And like the Graveyard Shift Show says, if you can't play with each other, then play with yourself.